Hello, and welcome to another episode of Unboxing with Paul. And today, I'm excited to bring you Tecno's G01 True Wireless Gaming Earbuds. Let's take a look at them. These earbuds are currently available from Tecno's Amazon shop for $54.99, although there's always sales going on, and actually, at time of filming and writing this one, they're going on for $38. So go ahead and snag one up if you think they're worth it. I certainly don't know if they're worth it yet, as I am going to be impressed right along with you, and I'm going to be disappointed right along with you if that is the case. The main selling point of these is that they're supposed to have a really low 60 millisecond latency compared to something like the AirPods that have supposedly 120 millisecond latency, which is kind of garbage because of the Apple's H1 chip. So that whole latency isn't really a big selling point for me, although these do run Bluetooth 5.0, which should help with a lot of those latency issues that perhaps a lot of older headphone users were having when running Bluetooth 4.0, 3.5, something like that, definitely running older hardware. And another really cool thing about this is that it's supposed to have RGB, and the earbuds themselves do offer a 5-hour runtime, with an additional 20 hours being offered by the charging case, of course. And they're also supposed to have, that gamery RGB look to them. So let's go ahead and see if they're worth it. Let's see what they actually look like, as we see more and more products of, games aimed at gamers, aimed at streamers, and they will definitely take advantage of the fact that you don't really know what you're buying. Case in point right here, and you can check out our other Amazon videos where I talk about these cheaper, lower quality products that again are aimed at people that don't really know what they're purchasing. Certainly these headphones are again aimed at that gamery market that is seeking to cut down on their latency. Let's see what we get in the box. True wireless gaming earbuds. We got a quick start guide and actual instructions. It looks like in order for you to have that really low latency, you actually have to turn on gamer mode, which is apparently enabled by holding the sides of the headphones. So gamer mode is not automatically enabled, which sucks. And again, honestly, if you really want to have low latency or no latency, get yourself a wired pair of headphones. That's going to be the only way to truly ensure that you have no latency in your headphones. But anyway, this is the case itself. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of an Alienware chassis. It's very reminiscent of it. I don't know what about it. It just, perhaps its shape or its side accents, but it's not ugly looking, definitely. Let's compare it to our AirPods. If we can compare it to our AirPods Pro, we can see they're very, very similar in size and actually these are quite a bit thicker than the AirPods Pro, but still, let's go ahead and finally crack them open. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that red lighting to them? That red light accent. The door on it feels, it's made out of plastic, but you can tell that they kind of went a little bit above and beyond to make sure that it feels a little bit nicer and a little bit more premium. Let's go ahead and pop them in. Right in. Oh, very cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. Let's pair them up to our Bluetooth. In the box, it looks like we got a itty bitty little let's rip this, Type C to Type A cable, because these are Type C charging enabled, which is something that I am very happy to see. It brings them to the 21st century, to 2021. And we also got different sized earbud tips, so that in case the ones that are currently installed are too big for you, you can go ahead and go down to the smaller ones, or in case these are too small for you, you can go ahead and move on up to the larger ones. Very nice to always have those in there, as we don't always see all of the companies including stuff and accessories like that. Oh, so right out of the box, I guess you have to remove these little plastics on the side because that's what's going to allow you to turn them on and enable them. And also, there's a little blue plastic that is covering the contact pads that is going to prevent them from charging, of course. But now that once we have removed those little plastic stickers, we can go ahead and put them back into our ears. And it says it is in pairing mode. They have popped up now on our Bluetooth setup. We can go ahead and click Tecno G01, and we can clearly hear that they have been connected. You double tap to play, and you can also double tap to pause it. Okay, and I believe you hold it, it should skip forward to the next track. Okay, and that's actually quite accurate. That works quite well. Now, for answering phone calls, I believe you double tap to answer it, just like play pause, and you double tap to end it, and you long hold to be able to send someone to voicemail. So let's double tap to go ahead and have our music played. Let's go ahead and double tap to have our music played. Ooh, game mode. So I guess I triple tapped it instead, and I set it up into game mode. And it's going to flash red when it is enabled in game mode. When it is enabled in music mode, the lights are going to flash blue. Let's go ahead and triple tap it again. Okay, game mode has been turned off, and now the LEDs have gone back to flashing blue, which is very cool. Again, this is the first time that I'm seeing headphones like these have these little cool RGB accents, which is, you don't need that, but again, it's a very, very cool detail and very cool attention to what people kind of want. And I was also very happy to see that the LED accents here are not just red. I was kind of scared they were just going to be red, but as you saw, they turned red, they turned orange, they turned very many different colors. And I'm going to guess that they also turn green when they're fully charged. I mean, it doesn't really say anything about game mode. It's just, low latency gaming mode. It just tells you how to activate it, and that's about it. But I mean, it kind of sucks that they're making, or they're having devices that are aimed specifically at gamers when that's not the case. You don't really need a low latency device. Again, if you're really that concerned about latency, I would just go ahead and get something like a wired cable, because that's what's gonna offer for you the lowest latency. And also in video games too, you're naturally gonna have stuff pop up last minute, like a gunshot. That's not something that the system expects to reproduce in sound. It's not something that the system thinks is gonna whip out right away. So it's definitely gonna have some last minute stuff. And again, I'm very, very, very much a fan of the purple, the blue, the red. Very, very cool accents, very nice attention to detail. And I also like the fact that they light up blue and red once they are inside your ears, so they can let you know what kind of mode they are in. And right now I'm firing up Super Mega Champions, which is one of my favorite games that I like to play on my free time, just to see if we can hear some of that low latency mode. 1, 2, 3. Game mode has been enabled. Okay, and it's very cool because it actually tells you game mode. Again, it might be a gimmick, but for what they are, they're actually fairly comfortable, and they actually have very good volume. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it up a little bit more. So another huge selling point of these microphones is the fact that they have dual drivers. So they're supposed to be two 6mm drivers, 6mm lip speakers in each headphone or earbud that are supposed to deliver much higher quality sound. I'm gonna guess that one of them is set for the higher frequencies, and the other one is going to be set for the lower end frequencies. And let me just say, these headphones are not bassy. They do not have that typical V shape. They seem flat. They do feel like the top end is a little bit turned up, or it might just be that the top end is very well defined. But these headphones feel fairly flat to me. And the actual bass line, I can hear and I can feel the bass line thumping along without it crushing my ears, or without like something like JBL or Skull Candy go ahead and put in their own V shape EQ to it, where the lows are turned up all the way high, the highs are turned up all the way high, and then the mids are kind of like scooped out and left all the way alone. Again, these are not hi-fi, these are not amazing headphones, but for their price point, for what they are, and if you can manage to get them on sale, I would say go ahead and go for them. I am actually impressed by these. The case is a lot nicer than what I thought it would be. It definitely has a nice weight to it, and the fact that it is Type-C, this makes it a no-brainer. I don't know if there are other headphones that would do better than these. These are going to currently be my number one headphones. Actually, these are going to be my number one pick, and I am actually very, very happily surprised with these. I am sorry, Tecno, that it took me these long to open these up. I know you sent these to me a while ago, and I'm sorry it took me this long to open these. I'm impressed. I'm surprised. I'm happy. I like them, and I can very well recommend them, especially if you can manage to get them on sale. That's a no-brainer. At 50 something bucks, they're all right. They're doable. Can you find something better for that price? I don't know, or I don't think you can, or at least I certainly haven't. I'm very happy to recommend these because it's not something that I can usually do. I can't just go ahead and say, yeah, go for these. Yeah, go ahead and get them, because there's some compromise involved. But I am happy to say that these are actually pretty good. And man, if I can go ahead and go back to my game, if I haven't been yet kicked out, go ahead and let me know in the comments. What are your thoughts on these headphones? Would you go for them? I think that sound is very subjective, and just because I like them doesn't mean that other people are going to like them. I would give them a shot if I were you. Don't forget to comment and subscribe so you don't miss out on our 1,000 subscriber giveaway, where we're going to be giving out another Alka-Seltz Droid Tattoo tablet, just like we did for our 750 subscriber special. And as always, thanks for watching.